Hello, everyone, and good evening to you all. My name is Felton Parker. Today is Tuesday, July 29th, 2025. As always, each day is a wonderful day to be blessed by our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And I sincerely hope you folks had a truly blessed and wonderful Tuesday. What I have for you guys in tonight's video is the list of all the National Day holidays from my National Day Calendar segment. That includes my featured National Day Calendar segment. Also tonight, right after my National Day Calendar segment, I will have my famous birthday segment for you all, where it features our famous people who were born on this day. And also tonight in my weather segment, I will let you all know exactly what we're expecting for tomorrow, which is Wednesday, the last half of this week, the upcoming weekend, and on to the start of next week. So without further ado, let's get things started here on this Tuesday night as we conclude yet another day. As I begin my National Day Calendar segment here on this Tuesday night, and hard to believe that there are only 2 days left in the month of July. It's hard to believe in that summer vacation is winding down. Summer is flying by real fast, and hard to believe that more than half of our students' summer vacation is about to come to an end. So, already getting prepared. So how do your kids feel about? So how are your kids feeling about starting back school? Because I know some school districts will be heading back to school as soon as early next week. And I believe Bossier Parish students report back next Thursday, August 7th, and Carroll Parish students report on Wednesday, August 13th. That's 2 weeks from tomorrow. Well, let's get on here on this Tuesday night with my National Day Calendar segment. And of course, today was National Chicken Wing Day. So, definitely craving for some wings on this day. On this day, National Chicken Wing Day encourages a frenzy of dipping and sauce tasting with our chicken wings. With so many choices, be sure to pace yourself because there are a lot of wings to be enjoyed. Hashtag National Chicken Wing Day. The day celebrates the little appetizer that could. Also known as buffalo wings, hot wings, or just wings. Each of us eats about 290 per year. While a chicken has 2 wings per bird, it produces 4 of these tasty morsels. That's because when we dissect the wing, we break it down into the wingette, drumette, and tip. The wingette and drumette get seasoned and fried into the deliciousness we devour at tailgate parties and trivia nights. So any of you have pizza, they hope you didn't forget your wings to go with your pizza. While many people do call them hot wings, one of the most popular sauces is ranch dressing. Another go-to dip is blue cheese. However, plenty of spicy sauces fill the menus. Since chicken wings are usually deep-fried, celery, carrots, or other crunchy veggies accompany the dish to counterbalance the spice and fat. Head out to your restaurant of choice. What's the best tasting wings? Buffalo Wild Wings? Or, let's say the best tasting wings in town. Or Papa's Wings from Papa John's, or Little Caesars, or Domino's, or probably make most of the pizza joints, and Hooters as well. But we recently lost our Hooters here on the boardwalk about 3 months ago. It would be about 3 months ago. Head out to your restaurant of choice, whether it's Buffalo Wild Wings, or Chili's, or Applebee's, or any American restaurant that has wings as an appetizer, or your favorite pizza, or your favorite pizza place, like Papa John's, or Little Caesars, or Pizza Hut, or Domino's, to name a few. And order some chicken wings from your favorite restaurant, or make them at home and explore your own sauce and recipes to help you make your dipping outstanding. And for those of you craving wings, we know that football season is just around the corner. Post on social media using hashtag National Chicken Wing Day and encourage others to join in. After a number of years of different establishments selling their version of buffalo wings, the city of Buffalo, New York in 1977 proclaimed this day, July 29th, to be National Chicken Wing Day. Establishments like the Anchor Bar, Wings and Things and Duffs all became famous for their wings. Just trying to think of a few places right here in Shreveport, Bossier that has the best tasting wings. I know when people think of wings, many think of Buffalo Wild Wings, and perhaps now I did try hot wings from KFC. Those are pretty good, and so is that they have chicken wings at Popeyes as well. To name a few places. And also, during the month of July, we celebrate mainly all things chicken related. Of course, National Fried Chicken Day is on July 6th of each year. And just the other day, just 2 days earlier, on July 27th, was National Chicken Finger Day. Of course, Raising Cane's is famous for their chicken fingers. Of course, July 27th was a Sunday this year. Stick around, food lovers. We'll have another national day for you. Good evening to you, Jessica. How are you doing on this Tuesday night? How's your day today? Stick around, food lovers, because we have another national day for you on the calendar. Not only was today National Chicken Wing Day, today also was National Lasagna Day. On this day, today was National Lasagna Day, and everyone is encouraged to enjoy at least one version of the delicious. Today, of course, was National Lasagna Day, and everyone is encouraged to. I had a fantastic day today. My day was one. I had absolutely a terrific day today. My day was my day was entirely awesome. So again, I say, stick around, food lovers. There's another national day for you here. Of course, today was National Lasagna Day. And everyone is encouraged to enjoy at least one version of the delicious layers of, let's see. Of course, today also was National Lasagna Day. And everyone is encouraged to enjoy at least one version of the delicious layers of noodles, sauces, cheeses, and whatever else your heart desires in your idea of lasagna. Hashtag National Lasagna Day. Lasagna requires layers using cheeses, meats, vegetables, and sauce to create a delicious blend of savory baked layers. Since lasagna is one of the oldest kinds of pasta, cooks have developed quite a selection of recipes. From vegan to seafood and dessert, lasagna fills recipe books around the world. Even the sauces come in a wide variety. Many families create unique recipes that are passed down from generation to generation. Sometimes the sauce makes the lasagna special, and sometimes it's the cheese blend that makes the dish special. Even fresh picked tomatoes, onions, and herbs are often a cook's secret. Here are 5 facts about lasagna. 1. Lasagna was first made during the 14th century at the height of the Black Plague in Greece. Interestingly, this pasta dish was made specifically for special events and holidays despite the bleak time it was created. 2. The original recipe of lasagna didn't contain meat. In fact, the first recipe contained ingredients such as artichokes, eggplant, spinach, ricotta, and grated cheeses. 3. The first printed recipe of lasagna dates back to 1634 by Giovanni Battista Cristi. The recipe was known as lasagna de Monaci Stoffe Mozzarella e Cosio. 4. King Ferdinand II enjoyed lasagna de Carnival, the Neapolitan lasagna. This type of lasagna was made of meat ragu, small fried meatballs, hard-boiled eggs, and mozzarella cheese. 5. The most expensive lasagna in the world is found at the Portofino. The most expensive lasagna in the world is found at the Portofino Mirage Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas. Known as the Diamond and Gold lasagna, this lasagna sells for $100 a slice and consists of Kobe beef, Iberico ham, prosciutto de Parma, pointy mushrooms, and foie gras Alfredo sauce. Have a lasagna cook-off and invite friends and family over for an evening of lasagna tasting, where everyone tastes and compares, enjoy a bottle of wine and laughter. Meanwhile, tell stories of your first attempt to make lasagna. Everyone has one. And don't forget to get the children involved in baking as well. Lasagna is a family-friendly baking experience. They can mix ingredients and add layers before the cooking begins. It's an excellent way to celebrate every day. Of course, hope you all spent the day. So you had a choice to either go out for chicken wings or go out to your favorite Italian restaurant of choice, whether it's Carrabba's or Olive Garden, and dig into that lasagna. Or how about Notini's on Airline Drive in Bossier City, or your favorite Italian place to get a grub on lasagna. Where there's Notini's on Airline Drive in Bossier City, or good evening to you, Lasagna. How are you doing this Tuesday night? How was your day today? Or Mongini's in Shreveport, or on Mongini's, to name a few places. So best place to get lasagna is Carrabba's or Olive Garden. I am doing wonderful here on this Tuesday night. Thank you for checking in to tune in to me. So not only was today National Chicken Wing Day and National Lasagna Day, today also was National Lipstick Day. And stick around for tomorrow's stick around for into tomorrow night's video, because I think you're gonna like what I'm gonna talk to you guys about now. Here's my famous birthday segment here on this Tuesday night. Our famous people who were born on this day, Tuesday, July 29th. So, yes, I'm doing absolutely great. So here are famous people who were born on this day, Tuesday, July 29th. Today, rapper Day Day turns 33. Race car driver Fernando Alonso turns 44. Football player Dak Prescott turns 32. Rapper Khalid turns 25. Race car driver Max Futrell turns 26. Pop singer Sophie Powers turns 21. Pop singer Eliana Jones turns 19. TV actor Josh Ratner turns 51. Dancer Jessica Lord turns 27. Soap opera actress Genesis Rodriguez turns 38. TV actress Paulina Goto turns 34. TV actor Will Wheaton turns 53. Country singer Martina McBride turns 59. TV show host Tim Gunn turns 72. So those are some of our famous people who have celebrated their birthdays earlier today on this day, Tuesday, July 29th. Let's see here. So once again, so out of this list, the most notable birthday goes to Dallas Cowboys quarterback, very own Dak Prescott, as he today has celebrated his 32nd birthday. And now let's start focusing on your weather here, what to expect the remainder of this week, and of course we're dealing with some very oppressive temperatures here, on some of the hottest temperatures we've seen here so far this year. And if you thought today was another, so today So if you thought today was another scorching hot day, just like what we've experienced yesterday, you are not lying. So my question is, did we or did we not reach 100 degrees today here in Shreveport? Did we or did we not reach 100 for high temperature earlier today here in Shreveport? I will add the answer to that question just shortly. So we have experienced some of the hottest temperatures of the summer so far, and of course I do have the return of decent rain chances. That's going to stick around. Let you guys know exactly how much rain could be on the way, and when are we going to be dealing with it, and I'll let you guys know when we're going to get a break from the heat, and so I have to answer to the question to see whether or not have we hit 100 today in Shreveport. So, heat advisory has been extended now through 8 p.m. Wednesday. That's during the day tomorrow. So, we're right under heat advisory until 8 p.m. tomorrow evening for the entire 4-state region. Hot temperatures combined with the humidity will result in heat indices anywhere between 105 to 109 degrees and potentially higher over that advisory area. Please use caution if outdoors by drinking plenty of water and taking frequent breaks. So be very careful. Be extremely careful if you're going to be spending time venturing out and about tomorrow. So the heat advisory continues to 8 p.m. Wednesday. That's tomorrow. Forecast high temperatures will be are expected to be in the upper 90s to lower 100s. Heat index is between 105 to near 110. And heat advisory for southeast Oklahoma, southwest Arkansas, northeast Texas, and northern Louisiana. So here's what you should remember doing. Stay hydrated. Limit strenuous time outdoors in the afternoon. If you have AC, remember to use it. Fans may not be adequate. And wear lightweight, light color clothing. So the entire area, once again, is under a heat advisory, and it continues for at least 8 p.m. tomorrow evening. And remember to practice heat safety. Continue to practice heat safety tips during the extensive oppressive period. Following recovery protocol is vital to ensure you can prevent heat-related illness. So remember heat safety. Heat stroke kills. It can happen to anyone. Know the facts and protect your kids. The truth, in 10 minutes, a car's temperature can rise over 20 degrees. A vehicle can reach deadly temperatures even with the windows rolled down. A child dies when his or her body temperature reaches 107 degrees. So, here are the habits you should consider making. Look before you lock. Get into the routine of always checking the back seats of your vehicle before you lock it and walk away. Keep a memento. Have something in the car that always reminds you of your child. Take action. If you notice a child alone in an unattended car, get involved. Especially, no matter how young or how old the child is, you do not want to leave him or her unattended. So heat danger beyond heat waves. I believe I was showing you guys all this last night. Most heat-related deaths occur outside of heat waves. Stay weather ready. Avoid overexertion and stay hydrated. Heat stroke can occur even during moderate heat. Never leave people or pets in a vehicle. Hot car deaths occur year-round. Assist those who are at higher risk for heat-related illnesses, including children, pregnant people, and older adults, and particularly those most sensitive. Expect a very warm and muggy night across the 4-state region with overnight lows ranging mostly in the middle 70s to near 80 degrees. Isolated evening showers and storms will mainly be in the eastern zone. So what you see here to the left is lows will be in the uncomfortable 75 to 80 degree range. So we've been dealing with a lot of these very lately, and these are likely going to continue. I'm hoping we're going to get that relief. So a rare summertime cold front is hard to come by, especially this time of year, especially with the intense and oppressive heat that's continuing to linger. And isolated showers and storms during the early evening is what you're going to find tonight. Expect another hot and humid day on Wednesday, although there should be an increase in shower and thunderstorm activity compared to previous days. Now we've had a so far this week we've had a rather hot and dry start, but that could likely change as soon as tomorrow for at least some of us. High temperatures will range from the upper 90s to lower 100s once again. And I say the scattered storms during the afternoon or early evening, so we may start to see and uptick in rain chances. So you do want to be very cautious. Now here are your averages and records for this day, for this Tuesday, July 29th. Normal high is 95. Normal high is 95. Normal low is 74. 105 is the record high set on this day back in 1930. 63 is the record low set on this day back in 1994. And once again, the entire four-state region is under a heat advisory. Once again, this covers for basically the entire four-state area. On points to our east is especially like eastern Louisiana and Arkansas and portions of going into Mississippi is under an extreme heat warning or excessive heat warning. So we are all covered under. So we have another day of heat alerts on the way, and we are all basically we are all quiet here on this Tuesday night, with not one location receiving any rain. We're all totally dry, but on the Shreveport weather, if you look on the regional weather, we have a cluster of showers off the Louisiana Gulf Coast, and also portions of eastern Mississippi into a portion of western Alabama, and a few heavy showers concentrated in portions of the central portions of of eastern Alabama into portions of western Georgia, including the Atlanta metro area, and also northeastern Georgia, extending to a portion of northwestern South Carolina, and also off the Florida Gulf Coast near Tampa. So that's the only location you're going to find rain here in the southern region of the U.S. Elsewhere, we're all basically quiet. So once again, here in Shreveport, it turned out to be another scorcher, totally hot and dry, with no rain. We've had a mixture of sunshine along with some clouds. Once again, the feels like temperature maxed out in the mid to upper 100s, and of course it did feel much hotter. If you were out in direct sunlight, you know how blazing of a hot day it was. Hope you guys were able to take it easy about taking those frequent breaks and making sure you're drinking plenty of water. So remember hope you were able to take care of yourselves by doing outdoor chores either very early in the morning before and during sunrise, or later in the evening during and after sunset. And an official high temperature in Shreveport was actually 100 degrees earlier today. So we did reach 100 for high temperature here in Shreveport earlier today. This will be the second time here in Shreveport that we have maxed out at the century mark. So officially, our high temperature in Shreveport today was 100 degrees. That's 5 degrees above the normal high of 9, which is 5 degrees above the normal high of 95. And it looks like it could be so. And since we officially topped of that 100, that will be the second time so far this year that we have temperatures have reached the triple digits this year officially here in Shreveport. So this will be the second time. And fortunately, relief from those will be arriving soon. Temperature outside here on this Tuesday night is 82 degrees with partly cloudy skies. Humidity is 70%, dew point is 72 degrees. We have a southeast wind at 3 miles per hour. With the feels like temperature, heat index of 86 degrees, barometric pressure at 30.04 inches of mercury, visibility at 10 miles. So again, we have the heat advisory in effect until tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. for Wednesday, July 30th. So heat advisory now remains in effect until 8 p.m. Wednesday, which is tomorrow. Heat index values up to 109 degrees are expected in portions of south central and southwest Arkansas, north central and northwest Louisiana, southeast Oklahoma, and east and northeast Texas. That's until 8 p.m. Wednesday. So that's tomorrow evening. Hot temperatures and high humidity may cause heat illnesses. The preparedness actions: drink plenty of fluids, most likely drink plenty of water, stay in an air-conditioned room, stay out of the sun, and check up on relatives and neighbors. And so please remember to limit your time outdoors and also minimize outdoor activity much as possible. But however, with chances of rain in the forecast later, so there is indication that we could get relief from the oppressive heat in the coming days. So there are indications that we could get relief from the oppressive heat in the coming days. And of course, once again, we are currently not seeing anything active in the tropics. Due to the fact it's hurricane season. August is around the corner. Exactly 1 month from today. Speaking of hurricanes, exactly 1 month from today, on Friday, August 29th, exactly 1 month from today, on Friday, August 29th, will officially mark the 20th anniversary of Hurricane Katrina. So exactly 1 month from today will officially mark the 20th anniversary of Hurricane Katrina's damage down in South Louisiana. So you want to tune into that. So exactly 1 month away from the official 20th anniversary of Hurricane Katrina. Exactly 1 month away. Due to the fact that today is July 29th, all that happens exactly a month from today. That will be on Friday, August 29th. So tonight. But no need to be concerned or worry about anything tropical headed our way tonight. But you always want to be prepared. So expect a couple spotty thunderstorms in portions of the area late this evening. Otherwise, it will be warm and humid with partly cloudy skies. Only going to lower at 80 degrees. So temperatures aren't going to get real low at all. So our normal low is 74. We're going to be way above that. Again, low temperature tonight 80 degrees. That's just awfully warm. Not unusual, but that is awfully warm for this time of year for an overnight low temperature. Low temperature 80 degrees with the northeast wind at 4 miles per hour. Expect a couple thunderstorms here and there. I'm going to put your rain chance at least a 30 to 40%. Now tomorrow, going to the day on Wednesday, it's going to be another hot one. It will be another hot day for us with a mix of clouds and sunshine. Once again, we're expected to top of that 100. So if we hit 100 again tomorrow, it will be the third time we'll have seen said high temperature here in Shreveport. So we are likely to hit 100 degrees tomorrow for a third time this year. 100. So once again, triple digits are likely. It will be a hot day for us with a mix of clouds and sunshine. At least a slight chance of a thunderstorm or two possible. We may get relief from that. High temperature 100 feels like temperature. It's going to feel like at least 105 in the shade, but in direct sunlight, it's going to feel like 116. So you want to be very cautious that day, especially when you be spending time outdoors during the day. So actually, it feels like temperature is going to be 105 in the shade, but much higher of 116 if you stand in direct sunlight. So be sure to take it easy and limit your time outdoors and drink lots of water if you have to spend time outside. Just like remember the drill from like what we've been dealing with for basically much of during the past week or so, except a small break from the heat over the past weekend. Have northwest wind 6 miles per hour. Put your rain chance at 20%. So we do have a slight chance of a shower or thunderstorm or two possible. So once again, heat advisory does remain in effect. Expect overnight thunderstorms to occur, most of them around midnight. Otherwise, while skies will remain mostly clear to partly cloudy overnight with low temperatures most likely in the lower 80s. So we will start out tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. with mostly clear skies with a temperature of 80 degrees. 9 a.m. tomorrow with partly cloudy skies. We should be at 89 degrees. Feels like 9 a.m. tomorrow with partly cloudy skies. We should be at 89 degrees. Feels like temperature of 96. That's actually going to feel like 102 if you're out in the sun, if you're out in the direct sunlight. Noon tomorrow with partly cloudy skies. We should be at 97 degrees. Feels like temperature 103 in the shade. But actually it's going to feel like 113. I know it's not going to get that hot. 3 p.m. tomorrow afternoon with partly cloudy skies, we should be at 98 degrees. Feels like temperature 104. But that's not, but if you're out in the sun, it's going to feel like 112. At 6 p.m. tomorrow evening, with partly cloudy skies, we should be at 97 degrees. Feels like temperature 104. But if you're in the sun, in direct sunlight, it's actually going to feel like 107. At 9 p.m. tomorrow night, around 9 p.m., with cloudy skies, we should be at 89 degrees. With the feels like temperature of 9, we should be at 89 degrees tomorrow night. They expect the round of storms to occur around 10 p.m. tomorrow night. So most likely much of the day should be dry. Safe and a small slight chance, but looks like we're going to see the chance of showers and storms increasing tomorrow night. So be prepared. Be prepared to take it easy and. So be prepared. Take it easy. Take it easy. Remember to hydrate. Remember to stay cool. Stay under the AC or find a cooling place. Assuming coolness to go to if you do not have AC running properly in your home. Now here is what the next 7 to 10 days have in store for us. After tonight's low temperature of 80 degrees with the couple spotty thunderstorms expected, especially late this evening, a couple spotty thunderstorms later this evening, but we shouldn't see much if we see anything. With the low temperature tonight, 80 degrees, have a rather unusually warm start today, tomorrow with the low temperature of 80 degrees. Well, it's not unusual to have a low temperature in the 80s, but that is quite warm for this time of year. Now tomorrow, going into your Wednesday, it will be hot with a mix of clouds and sunshine, with a chance of showers and thunderstorms possible, especially later on during the evening. But much of the day should be totally hot and dry. Just that we have a few more clouds tomorrow compared to what we saw today. With the high of 100, low of 79, feels like temperature 105. Now that's in the shade. I know I've said the heated with the 116 degrees. That's like what's in the sun, but I've been having the feels like temperatures mixed up. So but the feels like temperature is gonna feel like 105. High of 100, low of 79. Feels like temperature 105 in the shade. We have a northwest wind at 6 miles per hour, chance of rain 30%. Thursday, it will be partly cloudy and hot with a couple spotty thunderstorms possible in the afternoon. Please remember the dangers of dehydration and heat stroke if you're going to be outside for an extended period of time. Don't forget to take frequent breaks and drink plenty of water. Also for your Thursday, high of 99, low of 76 with the feels like temperature of 105. That's in the shade. We'll have a southwest wind at 6 miles per hour. Chance of rain 30%. Then we'll start to see a slight uptick in the rain chance by the time we go to your Friday. As we wrap up this week, it will be very warm and humid, with mostly cloudy, very warm and humid with mostly cloudy skies, and expect a few spotty thunderstorms mostly in the afternoon. With the high of 97, low of 74, feels like temperature of 102. I have a northwest wind at 6 miles per hour, chance of rain 40%. Saturday, of course, we get a slight break from the heat. By the time this would be nice. By the time we go to the start of August, so to start the upcoming weekend, it'll be a bit unsettled, but at least the temperature will be rather tolerable. That's a more reasonable temperature. Will be several degrees below normal for your Saturday for the upcoming weekend. It would be cloudy with a slight chance of a shower, thunderstorm or two possible. High of 89, low of 73, feels like temperature of 95, because with the humidity, it's going to make it feel like it's in the 90s. With the close to in the 90s. We have a northeast wind at 6 miles per hour, chance of rain 20%. That's for your Saturday. Then for Sunday, expect mostly sunny skies with a slight chance of a shower, thunderstorm or two possible. High of 93, low of 73. Feels like temperature 97. We have a northeast wind at 6 miles per hour, chance of rain only at 20%. Then we return to dry conditions, but seasonally hot temperatures This time, expect mostly sunny skies, high of 95, low of 76, feels like temperature of 100. We have an east wind at 6 miles per hour, no rain is expected. Then for Tuesday, by the time you go to your Tuesday of next week, expect plenty of sunshine with the high of 96, low of 75, feels like temperature 99, not bad, but in the sunlight, it could feel hotter. We have an east southeast wind at 6 miles per hour, no rain is expected. Looks like the remainder of next week is looking mainly dry and seasonably hot, with highs in the upper 90s, with basically with really not another chance of rain expected towards the remainder of next week. So we'll be in the mid 90s with mostly sunny skies, with no rain expected for next Wednesday, which is the 6th. Next Thursday, which is the 7th, expect partly cloudy skies with highs reaching the upper 90s with no rain expected. And then next Friday, the 8th, expect plenty of sunshine with highs in the upper 90s and no rain expected. So basically, all of next week is looking dry and seasonably hot with no rain. And do not forget, it is about almost time for the kids to head back to school. First day of school for Bossier Parish students is next Thursday, August 7th. Should be a seasonally hot day, and then the following Wednesday of the following week, that will be August 13th, will be the first day of school for Caddo Parish students. So the start of the upcoming school year is near. So I'm sure all the kids out there, I'm sure everyone has had tons of fun this summer. So hard to believe that summer vacation is swiftly flying by. Wishing summer doesn't have to end. But the temperature weather-wise, summer is not anywhere, not even half an inch. Summer is nowhere near ending anytime soon with the humidity. So you might as well get used to it. But the only exception is the slight lowering in temperatures for the upcoming weekend. So it looks like So tomorrow, over the next 7 to 10 days, is likely going to be our hottest day that'll have for you guys in the forecast. With high temperature, once again, reaching the central mark, like we saw today. Our high temperature was 100, so tomorrow should be just as hot. But if you're in the sun, if you're in direct sunlight, it's gonna feel like 105. So you want to be sure to take it easy if you're gonna be out and about. So high temperature tomorrow will likely reach triple digits. We could do it. We could do it at least one more day. If we hit it again tomorrow, it will be the third time we've seen temperatures reaching the century mark this summer. Then we ease back with highs in the mid to upper 90s for both Thursday and Friday. Then Saturday will ease back even further with highs only in the upper 80s, which is not bad at all to begin the month of August. With highs only in the upper 80s, which is several degrees below normal. And then we get upper 80s for Saturday. Then we're back in the lower 90s for Sunday, and then we get back to seasonal temperatures with highs in the mid 90s, which is just about normal. Get back to seasonally hot weather by the time going to early next week for both Monday and Tuesday. Now with your feels like temperatures. Now tomorrow, this is what's gonna feel like in the shade. I know I meant to go by the real feel high. I need to go by. We'll let you guys know what's gonna feel like in the shade. So Wednesday, tomorrow we have a heat index of 105. Could get even higher. Thursday 105. Friday 102. Saturday it only feel like 95. Not as hot, but it will be humid. Sunday 97. Monday 100, and Tuesday 99. So early next week won't feel quite as hot. But it'll be nice. But out in direct sunlight, it could feel hotter. This is what it could actually feel like if you're in direct sunlight. 116 tomorrow, 113 Thursday, 107 Friday, 98 Saturday, although we won't see as much sun on those days. Back up to 104 for Sunday, 105 for Monday, 107 for Tuesday. That's what it's going to feel like. It's actually feel like if you want in the shade. So those aren't actual temperatures. Thank goodness. These are actual highs. So, and by the way, Shreveport has never reached a high temperature of 100. Shreveport here, our weather here in Shreveport, we have not seen a high temperature reaching any higher than 110. So let's hope it stays that way. 90 rain chances. I have a 30% chance of rain in the forecast for tomorrow both tomorrow and Wednesday as we wrap up the month of July. So we could close out the month of July with at least some rain. Then expect better rain chances as we go into both Friday and Saturday. Only 20% for Sunday. Then return to dry conditions Monday and Tuesday. It looks like as of right now, the entirety of next week is looking to be plain hot and dry. The highs mainly in the mid upper 90s. So we could once again return to hot and dry weather by the time we go to next week, as we go into the first full week of August. And I'm sure you all have heard about the major earthquake and tsunami happening across the. Let's see. I'm sure y'all have heard about the. Excuse me. I'm sure you folks may have heard about the massive 8.8 earthquake triggering tsunami warnings across the West Coast. So once again tomorrow night. Once again, join me again tomorrow. I have the updates of what to expect for the latter portion of this week, as well as the upcoming weekend. And I know the upcoming weekend is looking a bit uncertain, but take it from me. We go. It's not gonna rain in its entire the entire weekend. But I will keep you guys updated on how much rain we can see. So the estimated rainfall total between now and early next week. So we could be looking at least over half an inch. So we could be anywhere between looking at half an inch to 3/4 of an inch between now and early next week. Looks like the best rain. Looks like the day with the highest rainfall total. The highest rain chances could be. So I take that back with rain chances. 30% both tomorrow, which is Wednesday and Thursday. 40% for Friday. 20% for both Saturday and Sunday. Monday and Tuesday looking dry as of right now. So looks like the best rain chance will likely be impacted during the day on Friday. So Friday's the days we're going to be looking at the highest rain chance. And then we start to see the many lower rain chances for the upcoming weekend as of right now. And then we're back to dry. And then we're back to dry weather as we get into the start of next week. And don't forget. And don't forget. Remember, once again, take frequent breaks and drink lots of water. Make sure you're taking frequent breaks. Take it easy. And if you're out in the heat, take frequent breaks and drink lots of water, even when you're not thirsty. And remember to stay hydrated and stay cool. And looks like the chances of rain will start to begin as soon as late in the day tomorrow night. Another chance of a pop-up shower could happen for Thursday, but better rain chances rain chances increase by the time we get towards the end of the week, and then to the start of the week. And then have at least, and then we'll remain with isolated rain chances for the upcoming weekend with slightly lower temperatures. That's going to be part of a week front bound a week cold front as it comes through. And then by the time going to next week, we will be dry with seasonably hot temperatures. Well, that will be all that I have for you guys here on this Tuesday night. Once again, my name is Felton Parker. I'm officially signing off here. You guys have a good night. Sleep peacefully. Take care of yourselves and each other. Most of all, remain blessed and stay safe. Thank you.